You are listening to Called to Homeschool episode number 296, Unlocking a Year of Growth. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode with me, Coach Meg, your amazing homeschool guide. I am excited to share this with you today. As I was wrapping up the year 2024, I spent some time reflecting on Coach Meg Thomas' business, right? 2024 was an awesome year. Had some growth and some changes. I did a complete overhaul on my website. My old website always had problems. It was such a pain. So I hired somebody out and we did a complete overhaul, completely did a change. It was amazing. Really love the new site. I also created the Restore the Family course, and I had multiple families that I did one-on-one with to take through this course. I did some in the spring, and then I did some in the fall, and I actually did it as a group class in the summertime last year. This last year in 2024 was the biggest turnout I've had for No Yell November, which is so amazing on so many levels, not just like on the business side, but that many families that were like, "Yes, I'm all in. I don't want to yell at my kids anymore." So that was super exciting. Um, so I know at this point, then people are thinking, okay, how do I grow my business bigger? How do I create more? All these things. And the only problem is, as I was thinking about that, is that I am a wife and a mother first. And later this year, I will actually also be adding the title of grandma to that, which I'm incredibly excited about. So, as many of you know, I have felt called to help other people in their homeschool journey. So, how in the world do I navigate both things? How do I help people out there who want to homeschool, who want to create these amazing families? And how do I still make sure that I'm taking care of my own family and homeschooling my own babies? I was really stuck with this question for quite a while. And finally, I don't know why I drag my feet, but I do. I finally turned to prayer, which I probably should have done in the first place. And I had a neat experience with it. And I prayed to know what was right. What does it look like? Do I walk away from a business and just focus on family? Do I do more in my business and work more hours and just know that my family will be taken care of? And I went back and forth with a lot of this of what to do. And finally, one day I was praying. I went running. It always clears my head. And then I love to take a bath. So I'm sitting in the tub after all this and I've been reflecting. And it was just this amazing experience where it was so clear to me of what to do. And that's what I want to share with you today. So, one of the things that was a highlight for me from last year was the Restore the Family course. So, I wondered how in the world would I do that and keep helping families? And the answer I got was to do that in my membership throughout the summer. I wondered about No Yell November. Do I do more private classes with that? Do I like how in the world does this look? Do I not do it anymore? The answer I got was to do it in my membership in the fall. Every answer I got to all the questions that I have was to add it into my membership. And as soon as I realized, like, oh, this is what God has directed me to do, then the ideas started to flow. So, already in my membership, you can get videos for learning how to manage your own emotions and how to process emotions and really learn to be in control of yourself. You learn how to connect with your kids and to be an intentional parent, which is that happy medium of not being this crazy strict parent and not being this pushover, right? But just kind of in this middle, this intentional parent where you work on connection, but you also hold very firm boundaries. Uh, there are videos in there of how to run your family and levels of liberty and how to homeschool with all the lesson plans. I also have the no yelling course in there, the private coaching sessions, and private podcast for everybody in my membership. So there are going to now be some awesome things added into the membership. In February, we are going to focus on creating an amazing connection with your spouse. Did you know when I was first starting life coaching, I played around with becoming the wife coach? I really love doing stuff with marriage and families, and that was one of the things I thought about doing. But I ultimately, as I prayed and was directed to, felt called to help families with homeschooling. So, but it's still something that I love very much. So, we are going to be diving into marriage in February. So it's going to be more than just like coaching, but we're going to have some journal prompts, some fun things to be doing to create this connection with your spouse. And of course, coaching on top of that. And you can do coaching in the group settings. All the private coaching is free in the membership. So it's super awesome. It's me and right now, just Coach Emily. And so between the two of us, we try to take care of everybody we can in there. And then obviously the group sections where you can get coached there as well. So super awesome. And then as I was thinking about that, then I thought, then we should do another month that we'll do later of where we do that with that connection with our kids, of really building that strong connection with our kids. And the same thing, journaling prompts, fun things you can do where we're just creating some habits and some being some intentional habits of what to do to really create this strong connection with your kids. So that will be super fun. Then let's see. Then, like I said, we will do the Restore the Family course throughout the summer. And I actually will probably start this in May because I want to, it's normally a 12-week course, but I want to spend some good time with Levels of Liberty of really diving in and helping people create it. So actually having things where you will do, where you will create what it is that you want in your own family. So just giving you a lot more purpose and direction with the membership of like, okay, right now we're working on this and keeping those other things going. So how great when you like if you've been working on creating a connection with your spouse and then creating a connection with your kids and then restoring the family so that like some of these things are already kind of functioning when we dive into restore the family. So Levels of Liberty, if you don't know what that is, it's a parenting system that helps your kids master habits and skills. And every time they master these skills and habits, they earn more liberties. So basically, like you go to work, you get paid, right? So we live in a very entitled world right now. We live in handouts where like just I've seen so many teens like, Venmo me, I need money, but like not willing to work or get a job, right? So, like, actually teaching them the value of hard work. And when we work hard, we get rewarded, we get these liberties. The very basics of this is after you or when you, then you get, right? So, for little kids, that could be the very basics of this, right? Is after you brush your teeth, then you get story time. For an older kid, it could be, hey, when your room is clean, then you can use the car. I love the system. I've used it for my family for, I mean, well over a decade, helped hundreds of people with this, absolutely love doing it. And so I want to give you more time to work with me to really create this in your family. So those are kind of the basics, the after you and when you. But when we dive in, when you start getting to that preteens or definitely teens, of we get really specific of the habits and skills and divide it up into the successful six. So helping them have master skills with their finances, with their emotions, learning how to take 100% responsibility for that. Their mental, learning how to push through when things are hard, right? Physical, taking care of their body, cooking, cleaning, sorry, not cleaning, cooking, exercise, hygiene, all those wonderful things. Social, how to interact with the world, how to serve, and spiritual. So as the fall hits, so we'll do that through like probably mid-May and then if probably to mid-September, right? Take a little break. And then in October, we'll start getting ready for No Yell November and really learning some great skills with that. And if you are already like, Meg, I'm not yelling, fantastic. Then we'll just change it to stop being critical. Stop nagging, stop being passive aggressive, whatever it is for you. And it's been fun because like I haven't yelled for a long time, but every year I just try to get a little bit better with something. And after yelling, it was for me being critical, where I like my first reaction to things when I see my kids cleaning something is like, good laws, you could have done this better. You missed this, you missed this, you missed this. Right. And so working on that. So whatever you want to work on. So there won't be a buy-in because it'll just be part of the membership. And so just making it as easy for you guys so I can help so many of you in this one place. And so it's going to be such an amazing year of growth, a growth within your marriage, a growth within your relationship with your children, growth within your family, and really creating these things. And why in the world do I talk about this with homeschooling, right? Because homeschooling is an extension of parenting. Homeschooling is parenting on fire. It's parenting 2.0 because you are with your kids day in and day out. And if you guys can't get along and if your family's not functioning, homeschool stinks and homeschool stays hard. But when you have these things functioning and these things working, homeschool just gets to be fun. Homeschool gets to just be dreamy. I see super fun curriculum sometimes, or lesson plans, or beautiful books, or people going out and exploring. And it's interesting because sometimes people are like, oh, if I just get this book, then we'll be happy. And it's like, no, you become happy in an amazing family. And then any lesson plans work, any curriculum works, any adventures work because you guys know how to work together as a family. So I want to invite you to head over to www.coachmegthomas.com and get ready to create the most amazing year of growth. Friends, I cannot wait to see you there. Have a great one.